Hey everybody, David here, and today I want to talk about what if episode 6, what if Killmonger rescued Tony Stark. So this episode takes place during the first Iron Man movie, and we know during this time Killmonger, Eric Killmonger, played by Michael B. Jordan, who returns to do the voice of his character in this episode, was living in the States during this time. He grew up in the States because he was uh, left in America by his uncle who had killed his brother, and they just left little Killmonger in America and to fend for himself, to live for himself, to fight for himself, and so we get to the part where it starts off with Iron Man 1, the opening scene, except they don't have the I forgot which AC/DC song it was. Was it Back in Black? I don't remember now, but one of it doesn't have that song, that familiar song playing, but it starts off with the army guy asking Tony Stark for a photo, and then the explosion happens. The 10 rings are attacking. They confirm it once again in this episode. But Killmonger comes and saves Tony Stark in this case. So that's the difference that happens in this episode. And this episode contains a lot of melding between the Iron Man characters and the Black Panther characters. We see a merge of those two worlds colliding. Before, in the second episode of the series, we saw the worlds of Black Panther and Guardians of the Galaxy colliding. This one takes out the Guardians motif and puts in Iron Man, which was a unique take. And this one, instead of being focused on T'Challa like episode 2 was, this one was focused on Eric Killmonger, which at first I was thinking, so is this going to be about him making the right decisions? And a little bit into the episode, you start seeing his true motivations, and that, okay, he has alternative motives. And one of the shocking moments I thought in the episode was when T'Challa was killed. And that kind of hit home for me because it was like, oh wow, is that a little bit too soon? That might be too soon. Especially when they showed the funeral. It did feel a little weird to me watching it. But then there was it's funny how this show got some great lines out of Chadwick Boseman. And obviously they were not planned, but it feels like, man, it's like they knew something was up, and so they had him say these beautiful lines throughout every episode that he appeared in. So, man, and this is episode 3 already. We know he's going to be in one more, so I'm going to guess it's the last one, because we know there's going to be a team up between some of these characters that we've been seeing in these different episodes. I thought it was interesting seeing Killmonger succeeding at his plan at every step. And in my opinion, I was going, wow, you know what? He would have succeeded farther in this scenario than he did in the original film. Although he did almost succeed in that in the movie as well, Black Panther. It was interesting. I did think it was funny that he did use Andy Serkis's character, Ulysses Claw. I thought it was interesting that he used him as bait to get into Wakanda to earn their trust. And then how T'Chaka, his uncle, welcomed him in and then made him the Black Panther by the end of it, especially when the drones started attacking Wakanda, because Tony put in a fail-safe, I guess, into the drones. The drones did look interesting, looked a little similar to the drones that Justin Hammer made in Iron Man 2. To me, the heads at least looked very similar to those drones. I did think it was cool seeing Obadiah Stane before he became Ironmonger. Two Mongers there. Killmonger and Ironmonger. But Killmonger outed him out that he was going to kill Tony Stark, and that's why there was an attack there. It would have been cool to see a little team up between Obadiah and Killmonger, but whatever, we didn't get that team up. I want to see a villain team up, man. We've been seeing all these heroes teaming up left and right throughout all these movies. Let's see a villain team up. And I thought that could have been our chance, but no. I did think Pepper was in there. I thought it was funny that Don Cheadle was there because even though it took place during Iron Man 1, the design didn't look like Terrence Howard. Terrence Howard does have unique features, but it did look right away more like Don Cheadle. So understandable. He's the guy who took over in Iron Man 2 and onward. So he's the one we think of now as Rhodey. Yeah, it was a cool episode. I'll say though, it's probably one of my least favorite episodes of the series so far. I can't say why. I liked it. Even though I liked it, I thought the storyline that they picked wasn't one that it just wasn't my favorite. I'll say that one. I'd put it around the first episode. It was a good both of them are really good episodes. I just think they're one of the weaker ones of the season so far. But that's not a bad thing. It's still a good episode, and I hope people don't take me the wrong way that David hated this episode. No, I didn't hate it. I really enjoyed it. So I thought it was good. Just not my favorite. I thought they came out with some really more fun out there ones, and I felt like this one wasn't out there. It was just a good episode. So there you go. So, and it was cool hearing some of the actors return. And I was right. Leslie Bibb, the news reporter who was in the Doctor Strange episode, she had a very small part. I said they didn't just bring her back to have a little smart part. She's going to appear in the Iron Man episode where Killmonger saves him. And I was right. She did appear. She had a little bit more lines in this episode. Not too much. But I was right. They didn't just bring her back to be in the background and you can barely even hear her. They brought her back because they knew they were going to use her in more than just one episode. So yeah, good episode overall. That's all I'm gonna say. So with that being said, tell me in the comment section below, what did you guys think? Did you enjoy this episode? I saw on IMDb that it has the lowest score out of all the episodes so far, 7.4 out of 10. 7.4 is still pretty good though. I consider that most people, and that's over 1,000 people that voted. So I consider that means the majority of people are liking the episode, like me. So with that being said, I want to plug in my Patreon supporters. These are the people that support this channel, and they either pay a $5 tier or $10 tier, and both of them right now offer you the same thing. You just get a credit at the end of each video showing that you support this channel and you want to help it grow. And I really appreciate that to the four Patreon members who have subscribed here today, so or for a while now. So thank you very much to my Patreon supporters. You guys are awesome. And look, sometimes some people can't always give money out to just random people like me, and I understand, but there are other ways you can support this channel too, by watching every video, liking every video, commenting in every video if you can. Start a conversation, you know, let's get the ball rolling and have people be like, yeah, this episode was really good, David, or something like that. I don't know. That helps. Sharing a link to people who might not even know if the show's worth watching. Hey, this one is spoiler though, so be careful. Maybe people don't want to be spoiled, but maybe they do. This episode in particular might not be the one that might win them over, but send them a whole bunch of links that I made. I've been reviewing every episode so far. So with that being said, I hope you guys like this video. Please subscribe to my channel. Thank you for the support, everybody, and especially thank you to my Patreon supporters. Those people are the most awesome people ever. Thank you very much. And with that being said, until next time, everybody, take care.